believe that if I'm still persistent, then I'll soon break free. Lost my thought, I think it wasn't bold. I think it's just a thought that wasn't meant to be told. I grew out of my lens and I could fit my soul. Oh, I was 29, now I'm turning old. And I'll ever be is riding next to me, exploding on my screen, sun blaring down on me. And I hope that you watch this, I hope that you will. I hope you feel better about these cards you dealt.
Welcome everybody.
Bonjour to you all, I hope you're all well.
Yes, so this week we've been finishing off the porch. We've had a busy last week and this half of this week doing dailies for you guys, which has been a little bit
Excuse me.
difficult for us because we didn't realise, but we have to go every day to
Our friend Sandra's.
to do the upload, so it's been a little bit tricky, but it was a good experiment and we enjoyed doing it and we loved the feedback and we like the fact that the comments were coming in and you was enjoying the shorts.
And we went up, I think, don't quote me on this, nearly 70 subscribers, I think, 68
Something like that,
subscribers.
So the subscriber count went up, which is good.
Which is good.
And we want that to keep going, so we need a bigger subscriber count and more views. The views went down daily. This is an experiment we're talking about, really. We noticed the views for each video probably probably 1,000 or more lower than we'd get on a bigger video, but it's to be accepted, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it was a good experiment, and we're not saying we're not going to do it no more. We're just not going to do it at the moment. We're going to keep to a once a week video for now.
Yeah.
For a few weeks. You
And
think?
then we'll see. We'll just sort of play it by ear. See, maybe one week we feel right, we want to do shorts this week, and not commit to saying from now on we're going to be doing.
I think
this
if we
next
had
6 months.
internet, we've looked into Starlink. It's a bit hit and miss in this area. It's got the satellites got to be in place and so on, and it can be very expensive as well. We don't want to commit to that until we've got a bigger fan base and more people watching. So it's a bit between the devil and the deep blue sea, as they say, on that one.
And I've also looked into the 4G box, which obviously is placed higher, as high as you can. Also, we've looked into having what they call like tethering off your phone
through
your
4G
mobile,
box as well.
yes, rather than through the actual internet box.
Which might be an opening
possibility.
For us. So we've got about sort of 5 to 6 meg of YouTube, which is of internet, which is rubbish for us. But
so we're just looking into different
we're looking into it, and we loved the feedback. It was amazing, and I'm glad that you're liking the little intros I'm experimenting with. There's 3 or 4 at the moment, and we're chopping and changing them over, and we'll keep doing with that. So what we've been doing, Trace, we got the.
I've been, which you'll see in this video, I've been started the oiling of the door now. Obviously I did want to get it all finished, but basically the weather's not been on our side.
It's raining now.
It's been hammering down, but I think we're due thunderstorms because it's quite warm as well.
Yeah, it's very humid.
I've been pottering around, haven't I, on the potager, which is a full-time job, isn't it? Doing weeding, sorting things out
this time
there.
of year. It just grows instantly. Within 2 days, they're all back again.
Yep.
That's part of it.
Yep.
So the porch is coming on now, and it's coming to an end for the for how far I want to go with it at the moment. The internal trim and little bits will come in the future now, because I want to start on this workshop and then get it some hard work done before the real winter sets in. So the porch we've got it sealed off now. I've just got to finish off fascias, soffits, which is around the edges, and some beadings around the sashes, and basically we're there. You're seeing this one, the door's up now and hanging.
With the workshop, that's obviously when we do start that will be quite a bit of filming there, and obviously if we go out we'll do some filming as well, because we reckon easily there's a couple of weeks work just clearing that, isn't there?
Definitely.
I mean,
it's going to be a lot of work there, Tracy. It's going to be hard work as well. So we've got that to come.
Which we're not afraid of.
Well, I'm not afraid of it, but it's just it is
Hard
a big
work.
daunting, a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So if anyone out there feels like they want to come and do some hard work for free, come out and join us.
I'll feed you.
Yeah, we'll feed you. But anyway, so there we go. On the one other thing, I got an Alaskan sawmill. You'll have to look that up, but you'll see a bit of it in here in the video.
Don't give it away, because we've made a decision on the flooring for the Chateau Farmhouse bedroom. So tell me, who do you think won?
Well,
Bonjour or Tracy?
it's obvious. You won it. But
it made sense.
The Alaskan sawmill I got for that, so I can now plank the sweet chestnut, and I can make up the parquet flooring for that bedroom now. We're going to go with Tracy wants parquet, so we're going to go with that. But I had to plank it up and let it season for 6 or 7 months, because that's a long way along off the line at the moment. But that's them trees out there, the logs, and they are going to be turned into that eventually. So that will be in the future. And I think that's about it, really.
That's it. No thank yous. We've had no.
Yeah, well, the comments were, I must say, the comments were fantastic. Some of them were real. I mean, there was one lady commented that she admired what we was doing, basically. I can't remember for word, and she said that the porch wasn't her beef, really, or whatever, cup of tea, architecturally, because she's an architect, and thought it was all wrong. But anyway, and I agree, you know, with people who have opinions, it's a good thing to have your opinions, and you know, it's not offensive. Bar one person, which we have had now our first really negative response from one person spreading out something. You'll see it in the comments, just look at it.
And I actually checked, because obviously you can check when they became got a username for their YouTube, and
13 days ago.
It was 13 days ago. So they basically just set this up. But you know, at the end of the day, it's not something you need. Yeah. You cannot please everyone. No. You know, so.
And I'll tell you now, we have not really had negative feedback at all. There's been a couple of comments which we found out now that go into held review. So they go into a held review. YouTube does this for you because they think they're spam or whatever, and I never look at them. I don't bother. I just clear the box, because you might have 1 or 2 in there and we just clear them off, right? So that's the only time the deleting goes on, but nothing else we delete.
And I'd also like to say a massive thank you. The comments regarding the Chateau Farmhouse bedroom was lovely, and just everyone absolutely loved the colour of the furniture. They loved everything that was done.
It's done nice, so it's worth it.
So I'm really, my next interior job will be the front room, won't it? Making curtains, making window seats, and but obviously that again is all in the future, because we can't just focus on one job and finish it.
No,
we're in and out, aren't we?
We're in between all jobs. You see a little snippet of what we're doing, but there's lots of other things that have to be addressed all the time, just down to basic stuff. Going to the shops, it's a drive. Socialising, which we have to do, because you couldn't just be here and not socialise. It's not worth being alive if you don't do that. But you know, we socialise, we go to the shops, we have to go and buy materials, so you're getting loads of distractions, plus all the things you're doing here, cutting the land or blah blah blah, goes on and on and on.
It's
so
just
we can't finish everything.
What we've found as well, it's hard to say no, even though I can sort of say no, because Saturday as well we did have plans, but we're going to our neighbours Valerie and Lionel with Adam and Philippa, our English neighbours who have their holiday home, for a raclette I should say, charcuterie. So we're having that at 12 o'clock in the day, because obviously it's very
you can't
heavy
get much done after that.
Yeah, so we're thinking.
But anyway, that's our lives. That's a little
snippet of France. A little snippet of France.
It was a great experiment. I'm just going to go quickly over that. Is the dailies. I love to do them again. We will do them again, and we'll find out which is a good time, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. That'll all come, but we are really tied with internet. Internet is our biggest problem.
Yep.
So once we get that sorted, and hopefully it will come, Macron is telling the whole country that
2025.
it should be 2025 and everyone will have access. We'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we're going to go now because this is going on a bit. And enjoy the video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bon weekend to you all.
Bye-bye. Hi, folks. So I've just got a little collaboration. We have me and Tracy with this company here called erma, I think it's pronounced. Tracy will put all the links on the end of the video. You'll find them to buy this product if you're interested. But basically, it's exactly what I need today. Excuse my attire because I've been out working. But I'm just going to unbox this quickly. So you get a nice little booklet in many languages telling you how to use the appliance. Comes well packaged. So I presume that's on. Yep. You also get a little case to stick it into, a recharging USB, they call that, Trey?
Yep, it is a USB.
And a little carry handle if you need to slip it on there as well. So there we go. And just a brief on the laser. You have lots of functions on this laser. You can measure diagonals, angles, square meterage, linear, and as well as cubic meterage. You've got lasers at the front and the back, so wherever I'm holding this in my position, I will get an accurate measurement from behind wall to wall. Same if I go this way, I'll get the same and same upwards. So if I was measuring the cubic meterage, it would be that way, then that way, and that would give me the cubic meterage of this room. But I want the linear cubic meterage of this room. So basically, I would set it onto a setting. Hang on. Here, if I'll show you, it'd be easier. So you have all your settings on there. You just scroll through on your mode, and the one I would need would be the square area, and that would come up in this corner here, and then I would just push the button and take the measurement. It would give me two measurements, the length and the width, which I need to have right now because, point to the floor, Trace.
What's going on the floor,
What's going on the floor? We've decided, so that's the product. I think it's good value for money, and it's a good little tool to have in your box, you know, like, because you can get quick measurements, and these are very accurate as well.
Or you can clip it onto your
jeans. We're going to use
your
this tool
trousers.
now, and I'm going to be using this in the future a lot, but to get the square area of this floor, because I've just received my Alaskan sawmill, and I'll be putting my big chainsaw on there, and I'll be able to plank and cut the whole of the chestnut. We're going to make a whole chestnut floor now, rather than an oak. There's not a lot of difference in them.
Rather than
Oak.
carpet.
Or carpet. Carpet.
I think it makes more sense personally.
But so we're going to have this floor in chestnut, sweet chestnut, which is a beautiful wood to look at, and so I need to plank it now so it's ready for next year, because I need to season it in its thickness. It's probably halfway there, but I need to get it thicknessed, seasoned, and ready to make a lovely floor for here. Anyway, guys, check this one out. This will be in the link. This is the company. Cracking little tool to have in your kit, and this one does extra stuff rather than the just basic ones. You'll get a lot more. You'll get angles to find out angles and so on and so forth. Square meterage, cubic meterage.
So perfect for DIYers, isn't it? Really,
fantastic
or
for a DIY,
renovations.
You just push a button and you go like that, and you've got your measurements.
Yeah.
It's so quick. It says it all on there, and you're away. Rather than getting tape measures out and trying to get to the millimetre. And these are accurate to the millimetre, so be worth getting that. Have a look at the link, and we'll go from there.
Thanks, Budo.
Okay, folks. So as you can see, the door's hung. I've put it on, and had a good clear up, tidied up everything after. So that's up now. Lock on. Everything's in. Let me just give you a little show of how it all works nice and smoothly. Okay. I've put the down the bottom here. I've put the weather bar on down the bottom there, and I've bedded that into a glue and putty compound separate from each other, fixed it in. Also, I've done a lot of putty work in the joints here, because this is going to take a lot of water, so there was loads of oil put on first for the first coat, and then the putties on after. You can see all the lovely detail, the drawer dowels. And what do you think of the furniture, guys? Nice. And she shuts like a dream, so there's no rattle in that door whatsoever. That's one thing I do like to perfect with, is doors. Doors should shut perfect. There should be no leakages with air, and there should be no rattle on the door, and that's an important thing. Don't worry about all the glasses. All the glass is going to be cleaned, but this is all ready now for Tracy to start her let me just centre you, to start her the camera's moving, sorry. Right, yeah, so it's all ready for her to start the free oil coats that will go on top to protect that door. But look at the figure. I'm going to go on the outside. It's just starting to rain actually, so let me go on the outside and show you. Let's go that way first. Yeah. So shuts like a dream, and there we go. So all the doors and the windows are all made of brown oak, and all the framework is made of white oak, okay, or French white oak. They're all both French oaks actually. It's just that they are the same species basically, but one has grown in a bit of an area where there's like a fungal infection, which gives you that lovely brown stain in an oak. But it looks beautiful. You can see all the nice figure in the wood all over, and even down to the little drawer dowels here and here, all over. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing now is to get this porch up to a finish, close anyway, is I'm going to be plastering when the weather changes again, breaks to a nice sunny weather, dry, and I'm going to be making these tomorrow, these fascia boards and soffits for underneath. I'm going to put a nice bead, cock bead, what we call a cock bead finish on the end. Then I'll be able to cut the architraves off to flush. They're only sat there long at the moment. And then the other job I've got to do to finish this is going back inside again. Listen to this, look. No rattle whatsoever, perfect. Do love that. And look, the nice butt hinges, you can see all 3 of them. Anyway, so that's the other job I'm going to talk about. Yeah, sorry, is here I'm making up some quadrant bead to go all the way around in these sashes, all the way around, and it's a very fine small bead, so it gives us some seal between the elements. And then on the top here, what I'll be doing is I'll be matchboarding this all the way through, up the sides, both sides, and at the back there, and that matchboarding will run under this stonework by about 4 inches onto the new door frame when I make that, and then that gives me a little space to bring all my electrics through to run for the lighting in here, and any plugs we might need. And then that's pretty much it for this porch in terms of priorities, because we're now sealed up. So I won't be making the boxes or doing the floor yet, because I need to work on my workshop. I need to start building, and it's a big major project. I've got to dig out footings, pour concrete, move loads, well, probably 20 tonne of earth to move or more. Loads of timber around there from the old collapsed building that used to be there. Got to move all that. So it's a big project, and basically it's just me and Tracy. So it's going to be quite hard for us for a few weeks, possibly a couple of months. But anyway, there you go. Look, it does look nice, doesn't it? It reminds me, I say it again, it reminds me of being on the back of the HMS Victory in Portsmouth, England, which is an old historic ship that Nelson died on, I think. And and it always reminds me of the back end of that. I don't know why. I think if I was living in them days, I would have been making these for them ships. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that.
Hi everyone, I'm in the porch today. As you can see, it actually feels like I'm on a Georgian ship, on the front of a Georgian ship. I'm doing the now top coating of our, what shall I say, our recipe, which is the same as what I put on the inside and the outside of the porch. So I'm now doing the first coat. It's had its sealer. So I'm doing the first coat, which is in here, and all I'm doing is I'm just cutting in on the sashes. I always do the inside first, and then I'll work my way down, and then just finish all the sides. And when the weather improves, I can go outside, because this is what was going to be my plan today, and then it decided to open the heavens, didn't it, Budo?
Yep, it sure did. It's stopped now,
Yeah.
but it's too risky to paint out there with the oil at the moment.
I don't want to take a chance with this.
But yeah, it does. And tell them what does it smell like?
It's just lovely.
Isn't it? It's
I'm
just
actually getting quite high, so I can smell it. It's just coming under my
out
nose.
of the 3 ingredients that are in that. It's the turpentine. I think you can smell the strongest. And it's a natural turpentine, by the way, folks.
It sort of tones down another ingredient that's
it's lovely.
inside.
But
shh, that's the word.
so
Yep, so I'm going to continue with this,
yep.
giving it one coat.
I don't know where you came from, but this road is yours to trail, made to mold into a song that's sung before your day. So you found the beat, the melody, the words to lift your soul. You were made with love. You were made with love. You were made with love for this world. Silence speaks under our feet. The roots signal across the land. Oh, these cosmic plans vibrate, sending souls for helping hands. So you sow the seed and let it breathe until it found its roots. You were made with love. You were made with love. You were made with love for this world. Sometimes the world will move you, push, pull, there ain't no choosing. You were born to the lights of return. Sometimes your mind unravels, goes round in circles, travels. Your home is the heart, all is well. Oh, your home is the heart, all is well. Your home is the heart.
So, folks, this is an Alaskan sawmill attachment. Basically, I'm going to have to show you when I get the chance and start cutting them logs, them big chestnut and oak logs I've got out the side, and I've got more to come off the farmer. So what happens is you put your chainsaw at this end, it goes down here, it gets clamped in on the bar goes to the other end here. This is a safety ring at the back to there, and then it gets clamped in as well, so it's held. You start your machine and basically you lay it on the top of your log. onto a set of rails or a ladder, whatever. It'll probably be that ladder over there, and you push it along and it cuts planks for you. It plonges, as they say. But that was what I was talking about a bit earlier, and I've been waiting for that to come, because that really changes the parameters of things. Now I can really get a lot of that timber processed outside, and more that's coming, and then start to make much more products in the future, build floors, kitchens, work surfaces for the kitchens, make all the joinery for the doors, blah 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 blah. Anyway, that tool was going to help me immensely, but I need to get going on it soon, because if you're planking, say, chestnut or oak, and you're stacking it in stick, or we call it put it in stick, you need to leave it for about close on a year to get the right moisture content. And I showed you my moisture meter a few months ago that I got sent to us, which will be used to test the timber to get it up to a percentage of the ambient temperature, if you like, to make joinery. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that.